this video, I'll be talking about how did my 2020 Flats and Handwashing challenge go and what all things that I learned from this challenge. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Too Busy Bum. I am Devoshmita, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel, follow us on our social media, the links are on the description box below. And now, let's get started to know how was the challenge for me. Before I share my experiences, I am so sorry about the noise that you're probably gonna be hearing throughout the video, because as I said before as well, my house is beside the road and it's just very noisy and cars like to honk when they're near my house. So I hope it's not a big deal and we can still hear what I'm saying. The first thing gonna be, how did the challenge went for me. I mean, it was okay. It was not too bad, it was not too hard. The last 2 years that I did, I had only one child, so it was definitely very different than having one child than two child this year. And but my older one is already potty trained during the day, so he used a diaper only at night, and within this last 6 days, he had to be changed only, I think I had to wash his diaper only 3 days, so he did not pee those other 3 days, so it was not too bad with him. But with my little one, he's teething and he's 6.5 months, so he's starting with the solids, so it was very different. I mean, when the first time I did it, my child was almost a year old, the next year he was almost 2, and this year he's almost 3, and now my younger one is almost 6.5 months, so it's very new to me. How babies poop when they're teething is very new to me at around this age, and especially as he's starting with the solid, both of those things is giving him a lot of poop. And it was not hard to clean the poop of the flats because I always prefer using a fleece liner. The challenge went really good for us. I had a lot of help this year from my husband, as because of the lockdown he's home mostly, so I did had help. The last 2 years I had little difficulty because I was home alone with my child, although I was home alone only with one child, but still it was hard. I mean, hand washing takes more time away from my child rather than just putting your clothes in the washer. I could do it still with my child in the carrier and just put those in the dryer or however I did it. I mean, even putting those to dry was not hard, but washing the diapers by my hand in the bathtub was little hard, as I had to take care of the baby too. If he's napping, it was good, but sometimes it was not always possible. But like this year, now I have two child in the home, so it would have been a little hard if my husband wasn't here, and here now my 3-year-old is not in the crib anymore, although the little one is still in the crib, so even he's napping, I can keep in the crib safely. But with my toddler, I will always be worried if I am not with him. So I mean, and it's very hard to have both of them napping together for me to do the hand washing. So this year my husband did take care of the kids when I was doing the hand washing, so it was really easy. But it was a little outside, the weather wasn't the best. We had cyclones and then it rained a couple of the days, but it's still, my diapers still dried, and all I had to do is put them under the fan if they are not dried entirely. We had sun here and there, so I did not had any issue. I had about 18 diapers for both my boys and few pre-folds for boosting the absorbency, and I had no issues. I had zero issue with running out of the diapers, so 18 of them was fine for both of my child. I still had clean diapers to put on them until my diapers are drying. They never took more than a day. The maximum for the thickest diaper, the flat, it took about a day. So now coming to what all I learned from this year's challenge. This challenge happens every year and it's been going on for last 10 years. This is the 10th Flats and Hand Washing challenge in 2020, and just to let you guys know, Bailey from Toddler podcast is hosting this challenge this year. And last 2 years when I participated in this challenge, I was in the United States and I did had washer and dryer. So at that time when I did hand wash, I still had the washer and dryer. I never really continued hand washing because right after the challenge I started using my washer and dryer regularly, as I always did. But after I moved to India, here I am lucky to have a washer, but I do not have a dryer. The concept of dryer is not as famous as the other countries. So in India, we are still not, I mean, it's available, but we are not always buying it as a necessity of our. So even if we wash our clothes in the washer, we will just dry them in the drying rack. So it's not essential for our lifestyle. A lot of people like to rather just hand wash their products. I mean, all their clothes and diapers. So here, the concept of cloth diaper, washer dryer is very different than other countries. So, you know, if somebody's thinking about doing cloth diaper in India, they don't always worry about, do I have a washer or do I have a dryer? So it's not the thing. I mean, they know that cloth diapering is the most important thing to them if they're choosing it, and then they will make it work. If they have a washer, they will wash it in there and they will dry it outside in the sun. If they don't have it, they will just hand wash it, and we know how to make it work. I mean, at least I know how to make it work, and I learned it from this challenge. The most important thing that I learned from this challenge is how you can cloth diaper your baby with minimum supply. And that's what I wanted to make sure, that if I can do that, and if I can do that, I will say everybody else can do that. Imagine, with 2 of my boys, I used only 18 diapers, or 18 flat diapers. That being said, only 18 changes of diaper. And I used without cover during the day. That made me change the flats frequently. So if your baby is changing diapers only like 6 to 8 times a day and you need only 1 diaper at night, you'll be fine with like 9 to 10 diapers for your baby, and then you just wash it. Within few hours they dry, and it's enough to cloth diaper. And I used the homemade DIY sari flat to see if they work. I mean, it works just as good, or almost just as good as my good flats. I mean, there's difference, definitely there's difference, but they do work. If you need to make it work, let's just do it. I mean, it's not hard. Check out my other videos on how to do cloth diapering almost cheap or almost free. I mean, it is possible, and from my video you will get better idea. Check the link in the description box below so that you know how you can cloth diaper your baby for almost free or very cheap. Also learned a very interesting thing this year. You know, last 2 years I was in the United States and I never had to worry about water. But this year I am in India, and here we have water from government supply. So we get water 3 times a day, and we pump it and put it in our water tank, and we use that water until the water comes again, and then we just put it up in there again. That being said, I never had to worry about water supply staying in the United States. This was very new to me this year. And what happened, the challenge started on Monday and we got hit by Cyclone on 20th of this month. And then we did not have power, we did not had water supply for multiple days. We did not have any internet connection or phone network. That's the reason all my videos are coming up a little late. So I hope you understand the situations. And where the government sends the water to all the pipelines, their power was cut as well. So they took about 3 days to fix that problem. Even after that, when we started getting water, we got water only once a day and only for half an hour, where we get water almost 5 hours a day. So there was a huge difference. I mean, it was a huge life-changing difference what we had, and then all of a sudden what was going on. So we had to survive within like 4 to 5 buckets of water in the entire day, for both the baby's need, for our need, for cooking and everything else. So it was a hard week. It was definitely a hard week with everything going on around us, and we are still getting hit by cyclones. I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's gonna be safe. I at least have a place to live, but there's a lot of people who are getting hit by this cyclone and they don't have a place to stay and food to eat. I hope that the situation is gonna get better with the COVID-19 and also all this natural disaster that's going on around us. So as I said, we had to be really careful with our water supply and water usage. I was hand washing, and I'm lucky enough to do the hand washing at around this time. Even if the challenge was not going on, I would have had to hand wash my diapers anyway. Not only diapers, I had to hand wash all our clothes so that I can use the minimum water and get the maximum thing done. My washer is not a big washer, but it still takes about 8 to 10 buckets of water even to run a small load. So that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. I did not have that water, so I had to use only like maximum of bucket and a half or maximum of 2 bucket of water to wash my diapers. And what I did my pre-wash, and then it's a lot of people say pre-wash is not necessary with flat, but my personal experience, it is kind of a necessity. I just like to do it. I don't know about others, but I just personally like to do it. So I used to do a pre-wash with as less water as I can and do a good rinse. In my pre-wash, I did not use a lot of soap so that when I'm doing the rinse, I don't have to do rinse twice at least for my pre-wash. So I did put little detergent, did my pre-wash, then I did rinse, and then I soaked those diapers in the clean water with detergent. So that was my main wash. For main wash, I used about half a bucket of water and then rinsed those in another half a bucket of water. So that being said, in all those process, I used only like a maximum of a bucket and a half of water. And then, so that being said, now I know if somebody has issues with water or water supply, they can still do cloth diapering. They don't have to worry about, they don't have to have washer, they don't have to have dryer, but they don't also need a lot of water. A lot of people also use the rainwater that they save and use for their diapers, but there's just so many ways to do it. There's just so many ways to make your cloth diapering journey happy and possible. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, share it with your friends and family. And if you're new to the channel and watching my face for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so that you get all the updates. And follow us on our social media. Your help helps the new channel to grow a lot and to spread this word to all the people. We need your help. So make sure you're sharing our videos and commenting on our video and liking it. So till our next video, love your babies.